guys, we are back in a big way. Took a little time off. Happens to the best of us, but we're back. Coming back, we got a lot of things. New things are going to be happening. Hopefully the show will be a little bit nicer. Slow improvements, a little bit better every week, till we're famous. That's the goal. So, you know the deal. We're the MMA brothers. My name is Brad Jones.
My name's Kobe McKinley.
Man behind the camera, Parker Hannes.
Yeah, there's a clear path of people starting mixed martial arts websites and podcasts. Famous. We got a bunch of them.
Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan. Well, he was famous before.
Here's the deal. We're going to set the trend. We'll be the first people.
Be the first one.
I don't necessarily need to be famous just to get paid for it. Any amount of money would be nice, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Not there yet. Yeah. Nope, nothing's good in the first season. Seinfeld, come on.
Yeah, we don't even have a lane yet.
We don't have a lane yet. We're going for that 4th and 5th season prime. That's what we really want. Okay, so just stick in there. It will get better. And, everyone will win. You'll be rewarded, so.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. We got some action to talk about. Start with the top. 184 just popped off. It is over with. Rousey, 14 seconds, demolished Zingano. Her toughest test to date. What were your thoughts?
Man, I think that Rousey's opponents want to show so bad that they're not afraid of her. That and they're so nervous because she still has that aura of greatness around her. No one's even come close. So you had Tate in her last fight with Rousey seemed to just throw herself at Rousey. She lasted to round 3. Last fight was Alexis Davis, and same thing. Just like, I'm gonna rush her. That didn't work out. That was 16 seconds. This was
Sarah McMahon. Before that,
yeah,
same thing.
Ran at her. Got stopped. Well, I think we've learned our lesson here.
Hopefully.
I hope we've learned our lesson here. Did you watch the video of Cormier right after?
Dude, Cormier was losing his shit.
Get it together, ladies.
Ladies, get it together. Get it together. He was just like, he started out complimenting her. He was like, which is a pretty insane fact, that Tate has lasted longer with Rousey than all of her opponents combined. But he was just like, she's the only real challenge. Which, first of all, so Tate is a woman who's lost 2 straight and is being primed as like the only challenge to, not 2 straight, 2 straight to Rousey. And everyone's like, she's the one to bring down Rousey.
Man,
only because she lasted to the 3rd round with her.
But she didn't even look bad in that. It wasn't like she lasted to the 3rd round. It was like, this is a fight.
It was her best fight, and it's been her best opponent in the UFC. For sure. But still.
It's
like
30 seconds for your last 2 title defenses.
Your last 3 in a row.
30 seconds combined for all 3.
No, not all 3. Under. All 3 of them were under 30 seconds.
Well,
McMahon, Davis, and Zingano all in a row.
Davis and Zingano combined is 30 seconds. Like, I don't know if Ronda even has to, does she have to clean up after that? Just take a towel with the Vaseline.
Yeah, there was no sweat. There was no anything. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. There's really no competition. There's just Guy, Vescoed, who I think is going to end up fighting Tate, which I think is a better fight. Make that number 1 contender. Do that, because Rousey just announced this morning she's filming 2 movies coming up, so she's going to be out for a while. Probably won't fight till, I'm going to say they probably throw her on the December card.
Yeah.
Save her for the most of the year, maybe fall.
Come back. Way to December.
Not December. Lie, because it's already March.
I would say summer, man.
I'm not going to go summer. Think about summer's already booked up. They already have the pay-per-views booked up through July.
Yeah,
she hasn't even started filming these yet. She's going to film these movies, probably won't come back. I'm going to say fall or winter. By then, they'll have something figured out. But for right now, there is nothing for her. It's not there. Holly Holm, co-main event.
Yeah.
We'll just naturally move right on. She looked good. Won the split decision. She was just peppering her with shots from the outside. There was no ground game. They stood. It was good. She never was going to finish
Mother.
Sorry, everybody. It's work. So, yeah. What's happening?
With your work?
No, not with work.
Holly
Holm. She looked good. She never really came close to ever finishing Raquel Pennington. You know, she just looked good. She won on the scorecards. She didn't look like anyone that was going to provide any new challenge to Rousey that she isn't currently fully capable of taking care of. So,
man, it's really it's depressing to be Ronda Rousey. To be honest, like, it's great because you are essentially, I would say she's the most dominant mixed martial artist right now. She certainly is the most dominant mixed martial artist right now. That's due to her skill level, but then that's also due to the fact the skill level of her competitors just isn't.
it's not
They aren't Olympic caliber. I would. God damn it. I would like to see some of the fights, because they're so quick. I do want to see rematches.
Yeah.
I want to see a Sarah McMahon rematch in a big way, because I feel like
there was so much.
She got hit with the body shot, and if you watch a men's fight, watch Matt Brown versus Eric Silva. Matt Brown is getting bombed on for a while in the same position McMahon is on. Was in her fight with Rousey. Rousey hits her once, and it's just like, now that's done.
Yeah.
It's like,
there was a lot of potential in the Sarah McMahon fight, and now it's even further away because she just lost to Miesha Tate. But again, the division's so shallow; it's gonna roll around to happen eventually. And
it's really weird that the heavyweight division and the women's bantamweight is just like 2 in a row. You're right there.
Yeah,
2 in a row. You're right there.
It's just so stagnant. I think Rousey's smart enough, though, that she fully. I do think she will retire undefeated, and she's just gonna rack up 5 more title defenses tops, and then I bet she just collects for millions and retires to do movies. Gina Carano's it.
I mean, you should.
Why not? As soon as she gets close to defeat, she'll be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the smart thing to do. Pull the GSP, who is the shining light in all of this madness of all these PEDs, but different story. So,
side note, real quick.
Side note.
Are we even? Like, is the angle even, or are we tilted a little bit?
What do you mean tilted a little bit?
Like, is the frame tilted at all, or are we like level?
Oh, you guys are good.
Okay, my glasses are off. I just was. Oh, it's contoured a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
This thing?
Yeah. Never mind. I just should put my glasses back on. Yeah, but go ahead.
Koscheck, Ellenberger, touch on that real quick. Koscheck didn't look great. He didn't look that good. Also, he's 37.
37. He didn't look good. He wasn't fighting. This is the problem when you come back just to get a win. You're not fighting for anything beyond. Like, Ellenberger truly believes he's going to be the champ, and he doesn't only he needs that fight. He needed the fight against Koscheck, but he didn't just need the fight against Koscheck. He needs that to build back up. Pre-fight, Koscheck was talking like, I just need to get a win. That was it, and not necessarily like, I'm back. I'm fully committed. It was just like,
if anything, he was saying that he wasn't committed.
Yeah,
he was like, I don't follow the UFC. I've got like other stuff I do. I do businesses. I don't know what's going on with them. I'm just gonna hop in here, grab me a win real quick. Just can't do it like that. Man, that was a brutal submission. Foaming at the mouth.
Man, Koscheck
He'll be thoroughly made fun of for a while.
Nah, man, you see where age catches up with people. All right, early in Koscheck's career, Koscheck would not have blinked.
Yeah.
Getting caught in something like that, you saw him when he gets caught. He just throws himself to the mat.
Just like,
you know what? I think we've seen him get out of stuff like that before. Not no more.
Yeah.
Not no more. Through 37.
Yeah.
Which in fighting age is you old.
Real quick, we'll round out that one. Want to touch on Ferguson. submitted T-Bow, looked pretty damn good doing it.
Solid, man. I'm wondering how many more Ferguson's going to have to win before he's considered in the mix. Because dude's been putting guys away.
I put him at like right around 10.
He's looking like a Neil Magny, a lightweight Neil Magny who's just racking up wins and people aren't really talking about him too much.
It's because he lost to Michael Johnson 3 fights ago. If he hadn't done that, he would be on a real roll right now. But Michael Johnson also just flew in out of nowhere. beat Barboza and jumped up like 7 spots in the rankings. He's like 5th now. Dude is crazy. I would like to see that rematch between them, but it's probably a little bit too soon. A little bit later.
One more thing on the UFC card. Do you think that Mark Munoz gets cut?
I don't think he gets cut. I think he gets encouraged to retire. And then, if anything, offered to drop down a weight class and have one final fight.
Oh, he's so big.
He is big.
He's so big.
So shut up. Instead, give him another fight, but announce that that is his retirement fight, and regardless of outcome, he will be done afterwards.
Kind of like a...
there are a lot of people.
The Snake.
Yeah.
The Snake.
Sorrel.
Yeah, Diabate. The man who looked like he should have been another Anderson Silva, but just wasn't another Anderson Silva. Yeah, so this past weekend we also had a Bellator card.
And me and Parker sat here and watched the whole thing on Friday night.
Man,
which
what
is
a fun one.
A rare thing that we don't do very often, I'll tell you that. But it happened.
If y'all ain't watching Bellator yet.
Here's the deal.
The skill set.
I had been out of the Bellator game for a while, obviously, because Bjorn kind of screwed it all up for me. So I'm getting back into this under more of a...
It's new Strike Force, man.
It's a Strike Force train of thought. Now, having only watched exclusively the UFC for like months and months now, the skill differential is so... It is so prevalent. Like, when you're looking at the elite guys of Bellator, the whole time I was like, man, these guys would get smashed by anyone in the top 10 of the UFC. These people were like, it was like they're, first off.
I would say some of them are like that.
Let's start from the bottom of the card and work our way up. We're back.
Okay, so, Bellator 134, the British Invasion. The first fight of the night was Brennan Ward against Curtis Millender. We're not going to talk about that one. It was a solid fight, solid performance by both guys, but it was a first-round stoppage, and it was supposed to be Michael Venom Page taking on Millender, and I think that probably would have been more fun. Next up, we had Sokaju, who's fought everywhere. He is 16-13 now. He has fought for, let's go ahead and I'll name him. UFC, Affliction, Pride, Dream, Road FC, Israeli Fights. I believe he's also fought for Shark Fights. Dude's 30.
Yeah.
And he looks like a veteran, and not in a good way.
No.
Linton Vassell did whatever he wanted in this fight.
Sokaju looked horrible.
He looked like he gave up.
He did.
Yeah, dude. Vassell, prior to this fight, fought Emmanuel Newton, the light heavyweight, well, now former light heavyweight champion, came so close to winning. Got stopped in the 47 seconds left in the 5th round. And he said he really wanted to work on his patience.
Mm.
He definitely did.
He did.
He definitely did. He was meticulous and consistent, and Sokaju looked like he gave up. He pulled like a Valentin Overeem kind of thing. Yeah. It's just like 30 seconds in, well, this isn't going my way.
Right. Just like,
yeah, those shots to end the fight were like, it wasn't classic MMA, just like, bah!
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm not going to throw a lot, but you're going to feel every single one of those elbows.
Those were like Anderson Okami shots. They were great.
Yeah. Next up was Paul Daly versus Andre Santos, where Daly looked like he shouldn't have been challenging for the welterweight title.
Dude, Daly let me down in a
big
way.
time.
He looked bad.
Although, I will say, that 3rd round could have been stopped.
Yeah.
Santos,
for sure.
Oh, God.
I thought it should have been stopped in the
Yeah,
third
me
round.
too. I was looking at the TV.
I was like,
thinking,
what is happening? This man is dead.
He's done. He's done.
Even with those...
Santos was not... He is a submission fighter, not scared. He was not scared of Daly. And actually, in terms of, like, striking round one, I would say he didn't land anything that stung Daly at all. But he threw more than Daly.
And Daly, man, I don't know. I don't know what his deal was, but he did not look great whatsoever. He had a bad showing for his big return to Bellator. He could have really put on a performance to impress, and he didn't.
Yeah, the flip side of patience, man.
Yeah.
He would throw himself into bad positions just trying to get that finish, and it's just like, man, you gotta chill out.
Yeah.
You gotta chill out, especially when Santos was that hurt.
Yeah.
Just stand back up, man. You don't want to be down there. Stand him back up. Shut him down. The next fight was King Mo versus Jack Congo.
Dude,
God, I
Jesus
hate
Christ.
King Mo.
I hate King Mo.
He's like a bigger, more effective Phil Davis.
Yes,
So, like,
yes, that is exactly what he does.
More effective
And he
in
will
that he
talk
doesn't do
so
anything.
much crap. He will talk so much crap, and he will not deliver whatsoever. He will go in there, shoot for that double, and just
what's
hold it.
frustrating is you're watching him fight. Czech Congo has his legs out straight, triangled up, sitting with his hands like this. King Mo is not trying to move up.
Nope.
He's not trying to strike.
Throw any strikes to this man.
He is gable gripping around Congo's chest, and if I ever become a referee, don't put me in King Mo's fights.
Oh my
Because
God.
dude's gonna get stood up like every 30 seconds.
The dude,
Just like, man, you need to.
it is agonizing
and
the way he fights.
when he chose to strike, he didn't do bad.
No, he was completely hanging, and I was like, let's see some more of this. Nope.
Was that a slip by Congo, or did Congo get dropped?
He slipped at one point. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah,
Screw
man.
that. On
King
to the
Mo,
next.
probably next for him. He called out Tito without calling out Tito. I'd say we probably see him fight Tito next.
It's
Or
money.
if
Big
this,
fight.
depending on how this Rampage situation shakes out, because I'm still not sure. Both sides say that they're in the right, so we very well could see a rematch of that.
Leave it up to the lawyers.
Leave it up to the lawyers. The big hands.
They gotta hurry though. They gotta. I mean, he fights on this 186 card, so they've got like a month to either get him pulled off of that card or he's.
He fights at 186?
Mm-hmm.
Not the one in 2 weeks, but 186.
Against Fabio Maldonado, the Brazilian brawler.
The Bellator filed a lawsuit to try to get him pulled this morning or yesterday.
Or just to keep him off the card.
Yeah, that too.
When two fighting organizations fight over Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, that's happening right now.
Yeah, and in the main event, you had McGeary and Newton.
Here's the deal: we're gonna have some varying opinions on this. Now, go ahead and give your side. Everyone's been loving it. They were like, "Yeah, fight of the year." They were loving it.
I thought it was an amazing fight.
I did not like the fight at all.
Why?
Dude, I will tell you why. It was McGeary would get him in the deepest submissions. They would be fully locked in triangles, and I'm like, it's there. All he had to do was just put 100% effort into one submission. But instead, what he would do is he would let it go, and he'd go for something else, and he would just put like 60% on every single submission. And I was like, dude, if you would commit 100% to one of these, he could have finished it. But he just didn't.
I would say
times.
he has long legs, and he was able to lock in triangles.
Yeah.
The thing keeping Newton from being submitted, right, was he wasn't letting his elbow get over that center line, keeping it straight out. And he was doing this really unorthodox last-minute escape that kept working.
Yeah.
Where he would sit up and he would just send himself straight down, which is a thing that I remember learning like years ago, but I've never gotten to work ever.
It was so frustrating to watch. I was like, man, it was just right there so many times.
Yeah, it was right there. But if you watch Emmanuel Newton's fights, dude is hard to submit.
Yeah.
Vassal had him in a fully locked in Americana. Had him in a fully locked-in rear naked choke. Can't finish the dude.
Couldn't.
He may have a Brad neck.
I'd be cool with that.
I'm pretty certain he does.
All right. He gets past
for people watching.
But I
Brad
feel like
neck
this is one of the
means
few cases where I think judges
unchokeable.
got it right.
Yeah.
Where a guy is fighting off his back, and the judges are like, "Oh,
I definitely had him winning the fight for sure."
Oh, I had him winning the fight, but when it came to the decision, I was like, "No way, no way he's gonna win this fight." And he actually got like a 48-46.
Yeah, I mean, he was threatening to finish the fight the whole time.
The whole time.
He was.
Throwing up submissions from side control.
Yeah.
Bottom.
Noon was just, defending the entire time. So,
yeah.
There we go. Wrap up Bellator. Next topic. So we're going to discuss how... So they did this they rolled out The Time Is Now as this theme block starting the year. We got all these dope events all themed around The Time Is Now. And they said this before they announced that was because all other sports, your footballs, your baseballs, all work in seasons.
Yeah.
So you can take all these months off and then you come back and you can go full throttle for just a few months for your season of your sport. Very hard to do that for MMA. It's year round. Very hard to keep people interested. And the injuries. Imagine if football went year round. Imagine the injuries that would just destroy the sport. I mean, even in the few months that they have already, so many injuries happen to take people out for whole seasons and stuff. It would kill them. So, 184 marked the end of The Time Is Now. So they had their big press conference while they were in Los Angeles to unveil the next big block, and this season is called Welcome to the Show. It's going to start with Pettis and Dos Anjos at 185, and it runs through 187. Jones, Vitor, not fighting each other again. Jones versus Johnson and Vitor versus Weidman. And we have a lot of dope cards in between there. They brought up every main event, and they showed the promo for each card. I'm hyped for almost every single one.
Did you see Ryan LaFleur or Ryan LaFlay?
Yeah.
What a Ryan La something, and Damian Maya is just like, all the stars are here. It's the same.
They're the outliers. They were the CB Dalloways that were just sort of. They're just sort of there.
Press conference, which we'll always get, and they'll always get made fun of.
Always happens. But aside from them, almost every single card, I was like, pretty damn interested in that.
Oh hell yeah!
And they're still adding fights to these cards. 187 gets another dope fight every single day, and we got our co-main event for Philippines with Faber and Edgar. We're going to get Philippou versus Musasi.
Oh, man.
Philippou Musasi, man. That's a dope fight. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. I'm excited I like the way they're doing these seasons. It's easier to keep track of things. It's concise. You can sort of break it down.
I wonder how long before the names break down into, like, showstoppers and
like the classic pre-100 pay-per-view names.
Invincible, and it's just like we'll eventually just stop it.
Knockout.
It'll just be like season 20, season 21.
Hey, speaking, let's transition right along. The Ultimate Fighter. That was another thing. That was the other big announcement that they announced at this press conference.
Can we say this real quick? MMA latestnews.com broke this story like
long time ago.
Real long time ago. Yeah.
Ditching the old format. Now we're going with teams. We're on Black Zillions versus ATT. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work.
It's kind of confusing because the winner gets a contract, but he also gets $500,000.
But that's for everyone. That's for the gym. It's not for the person.
So we're not going to have an Ultimate Fighter?
I have no idea. I'm not sure how it works. I was very confused the way they were talking, but I remember someone asked, they were like, is that $500,000 for the person? They were like, no, that's for the team. That's for, like, the Black Zillions or ATT. And I'm like...
Oh, yeah, but kind of related. I was looking... I don't know if you guys remember, but mid last year they announced Ultimate Fighter Japan, where it was going to be bantamweight, featherweight, and whatnot, partnership with Vale Tudo Japan. That's off. No new details have been released, except the fact that it is still on its way. That's just a side note. Black Zillions and ATT, if it does work the same way as an Ultimate Fighter format, then we're gonna have like, I don't get it. Like,
Yeah,
we're not gonna have an Ultimate Fighter because they're fighting for their teams, or is it just gonna be like, all right, this week these guys are fighting, this week these guys are fighting, and then at the end of the season, like, well, you won 4 fights, they won 3 fights.
Yeah.
Yep, you won.
I don't know. I'm very unsure. It airs pretty soon. I want to say it's either the end of March or April.
Is Fight Pass exclusive?
No, Fox Sports 1. So yeah, we'll find out when it airs. I don't know. I kind of stopped caring about the Ultimate Fighter a while ago. But yeah, let's take a look ahead. 185. We are going to begin. Welcome to the show. Not this coming weekend. We got nothing. We got a little bit of dead space. Weekend after that, we are back in full force. 185 is pretty damn loaded. It is stacked. Talking main event, Pettis dos Anjos, co-main event, Carlos Esparza, and I don't know how to pronounce the other chick's name, Jacek or something, but...
Joanna Jacek.
I don't know much about her. I watched her first fight, but I will tell you from her press conference, she's a thug. She's a little beast, and I'm definitely rooting for her in that fight.
It's going to be rough. Because she's from what I remember of her fight, she is she's more heavily a striker.
Yep.
She does have some decent takedown defense, but she's going to need to upgrade that tenfold against Esparza, which, I don't know, we still haven't seen.
Right, it's her first title defense.
Michelle Anderson's near signing.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Which, it's fun, except she's going to have to fight 10 pounds above her natural weight class, which is not fun. I don't know. I'm going to be bummed because I don't think she's going to do well.
She probably won't. But she'll be a big name. It'll be cool to have her around. Also on that card, we got Johnny Hendricks coming back. Johnny Hendricks versus Matt Brown. Still continuing down the card. Roy Nelson versus Overeem. Who knows what's going to happen there? Jesus Christ.
I predict Overeem going to sleep.
I also predict Overeem
because when
slept.
all things are equal, it comes down to Roy Nelson's chin versus another guy's chin.
Here's the thing, though. Roy Nelson's coming off and getting knocked out, which I never witnessed him get knocked out like that before.
That's Mark Hunt with a bolo punch. You can't like that. That's an outlier. Yeah, I'm pumped for that one.
Yeah,
a lot actually.
Yep, solid cards coming up. Stick around, everybody. We will be back. We don't really have a plan yet, but we will be back.
Yeah.
We're going to get on one. We're going to get on a set schedule where you all will be able to come, watch the episode, same day, same time every week. But until then, it's going to be a little bit spastic, but we're getting it together. So tune in very soon. You all will be alerted on the Facebook page. Go like it, share, comment, do all the things you got to do. Show some love. See y'all next time. Peace. What's up, everybody? You know us, the MMA Brothers, and Parker's here too. Click right here to access all of our previous and upcoming videos for our YouTube channel.
Click right here to go to MMALatestNews.com for articles and breaking news.
Down here in this lovely general area is our Facebook page. Make sure you like us, like all the rest of the videos that we have, share it, comment, do everything you need to do. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for the support, y'all.